Hey guys, this is probably the most normal my voice has sounded. The most normal my voice has sounded in a while, so I'm glad to have my voice back, actually. Also, if the video looks a little bit weird today, it's because my camera batteries, all of them run out. All of them. And I just don't have time to charge them all. So I'm filming on the backup, which might sound and look a little bit different, but hopefully it's still okay. Social media in description, along with my second channel, anything else you need to find. Let's jump into it. So Gabbie Hanna, haven't spoken about her in a while, haven't I? A little rundown of like everything that happened recently. For the last few months, we've been getting like a repeat of old Gabbie Hanna. By old Gabbie Hanna, I mean like last year, as in like every year she puts on some kind of a show, some kind of a performance to get people talking about her again. And it's never positive, it's never like productive, efficient, effective, smart. It's never like a good thing to be doing, okay? So last year, and by not this, I mean like the last time this happened, it was about her being shadow banned because of all these drama channels, and these drama videos are popping up instead of her content. And it's like, no, it's all curated for whoever is watching and whoever is engaging with the content. That's the word I was looking for, engaging with the content. So if you're only engaging with drama content, you're mainly going to get drama content recommended to you because of the algorithm and how that works. If you watch Gabbie Hanna content, you're going to be recommended Gabbie Hanna content because that's the content that you're engaging with, and that's what YouTube at the end of the day does not have like some kind of a vendetta against people a lot of the time. It's more so just like, how can they maximize and optimize view time, watch time? How can they keep people on the platform? So if someone is showing a huge interest in drama videos, why would YouTube not recommend them more drama videos to keep them engaged on the website for longer and have them watch more ads, more videos, more content? Like, I just don't really... If someone's watching Gabbie Hanna videos, they're going to keep on recommending Gabbie Hanna videos because they're going to be like, wow, this is what keeps that person on this platform. And that's essentially, at the end of the day, all we care about. Like, all we want is someone to stay on the platform because that's how we make a profit. That's how we make a sale, is by keeping people on the platform. So this whole like, oh, I'm shadow banned. No, maybe people just stopped being interested in your content and YouTube therefore stopped recommending that content to people because they noticed that it wasn't bringing in the watch time that it needed. Right now, I feel like drama and commentary is at like a low point, like a low standstill, because I'm seeing maybe there's just, well, there isn't a lot of drama happening. So because there isn't a lot of drama happening, there's not a lot of drama content going around, and therefore it's not bringing in the watch time that it used to bring, and therefore it's being less recommended. When drama hits the fan, when shit happens, other way around, when drama happens, shit hits the fan, drama content will once again gain its watch time, recommendations, situation. Right now it's not doing that, but we're not like crying about it because we're like, this is just how the cycle of YouTube works. It's just how things happen. Anyway, so that happened. Then I feel like Gabbie kind of tried to mend some bridges between people, including me. I feel like me and her had some very productive conversations in DMs. And then once again, she started attacking people, like attacking Rachel Oates for making like book reviews. And because I defended Rachel Oates, she came hard for me as well. And then she made her very well-known series. So now the series was supposed to be 12 to 13 parts. I think we ended up getting, I'm going to fact check this while I edit. We got maybe 5 or 6. There was one about Rice Gum, Trisha Paytas, Tea Channels, the Escape the Night situation, Jessie Smiles. We also had like a lot of like in-between videos about Jessie Smiles that weren't originally part of the series but were kind of added in later on by Gabbie because she noticed like the backlash that she was getting. So we had like phone call being put on her channel as like an unlisted video. We had like a separate update about the Jessie Smiles situation, and I feel like with every part that she released, she was just getting more and more hate because it was just getting more and more outrageous. I feel like with Trisha Paytas, that part, she actually received a lot of praise. And I feel like with the Rice Gum part, she also received a lot of praise. And then since then, it was just like a very much downhill full rotation. So we ended up not getting the full series. She did say it was going to be 12 to 13 parts. She did say she had most of it pre-recorded. And it did seem like most of it was pre-recorded because, like I said, when stuff with Jessie Smiles happened, Jessie Smiles had posted her video before Gabbie Hanna posted like her original series part. So Gabbie Hanna then had to clap back with like a new video that she had to film now because that video that she filmed back then for the series was technically outdated now. So we were very much getting pre-recorded content, so the parts of the series that haven't been released should be filmed and edited. She's just not releasing them. So she just disappeared. Like after she did her, daily uploads with her series, she essentially just like disappeared, stopped posting, stopped doing much. I feel like she went on a few podcasts, she did a few like interviews with commentary channels, that kind of a thing, but never really posting on her own channel. She stopped posting on Instagram. She posted a little bit on TikTok, a little bit on like here and there, but like it wasn't very much active. It wasn't as it was at the height of her saying that she's once again been, you know, punished by people. And now, I noticed this recently. Actually, what did I notice first? Oh, first she dropped the trailer for her Red Table Talk on Facebook. Now, it's not the original Red Table Talk. I think there's like an original and then there's like a non-original. They're both original, but they're just with different people and they're different popularities, I guess, because one's with the Smith family, and the other one isn't. So I feel like the one with the Smith family is probably a little bit more popular. Is that a controversial thing to say? I don't know. So I thought when she said Red Table Talk, I thought she was going on the Smith family Red Table Talk. And I feel like the Smith family has had enough of YouTubers. Considering their problems with Shane Dawson, I feel like they're staying far away from YouTubers. So I don't know, I was surprised that she would go on the Red Table Talk with the Smith family, but turns out no, she went on a different one, like a different version of it, and that's gonna be out probably soon. As I'm filming this, it's still not out, and there are like clips of it circulating around where she calls out Perez Hilton, calls him out for being a hypocrite. I wonder what's gonna happen. I'm trying to be positive, like trying to feel out the vibes that are going to be exuded. I'm hoping that they've done their research as well. Obviously, it's a high budget production. Like, I'm hoping that they had someone look through everything and like figure out what's going on and like actually call Gabbie Hanna out when she's being a liar, because Gabbie Hanna tends to be a pathological liar. Like, it's something that she's done. She lies about things. She contradicts herself. She says things that really don't make sense to things that she has said in the past. So I'm hoping that there's someone there to fact check things as she goes along, because I feel like otherwise it's just going to be very much Gabbie Hanna like going off and doing her thing, and it's going to start more drama than necessary. And I'm hoping that this is again the same thing as the shadow ban situation, where she did the shadow ban, having a go at all of us, and then calmed down, realized what she was doing, and like took a step back. Like, I'm hoping that's the same thing now, where she like had her moment with the series and now she's taken a step back and she has reevaluated everything that went down and maybe has like changed her tune a little bit. That would be productive to the conversation. I'm not saying she has to change her opinion on everything. She's got every right to think that she has been wronged or that she's right in some situations, but I'm hoping that she has taken a step back, reevaluated, because that'll be good. It'll be good to get like the good Gabbie. Not that there's like a, you know what I'm saying, like the Gabbie that's like easier to communicate with and negotiate with. So she went on, obviously, the Red Table Talk. And then recently I was sent a screenshot of her podcast channel, actually. So she has a few channels now. She's got like her main channel, she's got like a second channel, she's got another channel that was like supposed to be like a very low-key, like no one knows about it channel. And then she had her podcast channel. So on her podcast channel, she actually took down all the videos, blacked out her banner and stuff. And then she ended up blacking out all of her other social media, which people are like, oh, something's going down, something is happening. And she then started teasing songs and albums on her Twitter, which people are now saying like, oh, obviously all of this was happening because she just wants to tease her music. And I feel like, I don't know why she would, like, does this mean that she's just not going to do her podcast anymore? I did mention in my few videos about Gabbie that her podcast is not doing that well. Like, it very much was on a high. And then as the series started happening and as all the drama started happening again, all of her videos and stuff just very drastically started declining in views. And that includes her podcast. So maybe she just saw the podcast as more of a liability than like something that she needs to be doing. Maybe it was taking up too much money and too much time for what it was bringing in. And she just thought that that was like the one thing she was willing to sacrifice is her podcast. Podcasts are very expensive to run if they're done professionally, and if they're, you know, not generating the income, then it makes sense to get rid of it. So she blacked that out and she started posting stuff on there. There's like the song, there's like a thing of her like dancing to the song in like a corridor. It's like a few things. And now hear me out. This could be like her, people are comparing this to like and this comparison is kind of hurtful and offensive. This comparison is a little bit hurtful, but people are comparing this to like the Taylor Swift Reputation era, where she like claps back at everyone, has her like redemption arc to herself, like revenge, the whole thing. And I feel like Gabbie Hanna's redemption arc could have been the series, and it wasn't the series. And I feel like at this point, the song is not going to save it. Like, a song and an album is not going to save it. If the series didn't, the song won't either. Like, I feel like that train has long left the station, and we need to not focus on revenge and redemption. We just need to focus on self-growth and progress. That's my opinion on the matter. And I feel like it's kind of a shame, because Gabbie could definitely be successful in music. She's not a bad singer, and she could make some mainstream bops. I sound like such an adult. Some mainstream bops that those young kids are listening to. She could definitely be doing that. She could definitely be releasing some good music and like some stuff that people are actually enjoying. But I feel like now, like even me, right? if I wanted to listen to, like if Gabbie released like a really good song, I just personally couldn't listen to it because the history me and Gabbie have is not the nicest, and I feel like if that just came on in the car, I'd probably just like hyperventilate. I'd be like, actually no, I don't want to do this right now. This is not relaxing to me. So it's just, I feel like she's shot herself in the foot so many times because she's burnt so many bridges. Like no one on YouTube would ever promote her music. No one would ever talk about her highly. There aren't many people. Are there any YouTubers at this point that are on her side? I don't know. So I feel like she's burnt any past bridges that she had, any contacts at YouTube, because she used to have contacts at YouTube. She used to be on Google Preferred. She used to have managers. She used to have, like I said, contacts at YouTube. She used to be very much involved with YouTube behind the scenes. She would be in Escape the Night, which are like YouTube produced shows. Clearly YouTube people higher up at YouTube knew of Gabbie Hanna's existence and appreciated her enough to bring her in on these projects. I feel like at this point she's burnt every single bridge. Every single bridge. People from Escape the Night don't like her. The producers behind Escape the Night probably don't really like her because of, one, the way she behaved on set, and two, the bad press that she brought to it a few years later. Like it just doesn't, it's not what YouTube wants. They don't want drama associated with their projects. Any people that she used to associate with, except for I'd say maybe Keemstar and the commentary channels, there aren't many YouTubers on her side right now. A lot of big names have spoken out against her, from Joey Graceffa to Daniel Prada to Rosanna Pansino. A lot of people have spoken out against her. Tana Mojo, Shane Dawson. Just a lot of people have spoken out against her. At this point, her releasing music, like I hate to say this, I know this is like very much a passion project for her, and like she's very passionate about music. I just feel like at this point, I don't know what would have to happen for those songs to succeed the way she wishes for them to succeed, because I feel like she's just burnt so many bridges. Like to the point where she's even mentioned how many different managements and labels she got through before having to start self-funding again. Like there is just so much going on with Gabbie right now that I just don't know if the music is going to do as well as she's hoping it to. And I'm never wishing that upon people. Like I don't wish for her products to fail. I just feel like with everything that went down, blacking out your podcast channel and posting music on it is not going to save it. Like it's not going to save it. But yeah, it's a shame, she could really release some good music, be mainstream, do the whole thing, pull like a little Troye Sivan. But instead, we had a series that was like half finished, pissed everyone off, and now she's just pretending like nothing happened and just going back to posting music, which is a shame. Anyway, that is the update on Gabbie Hanna. She's doing a Red Table Talk. I'll probably do a summary of that when that comes out. She blacked out her podcast channel, was releasing music again. We see the same patterns over and over again with Gabbie, where it's like start drama, release music. It's the same thing with the shadow ban situation. We were all waiting for this, actually. Like, that's why I'm saying it's a shame that this is how she goes about doing things. Because when she was pretending to be shadow banned, she released a song right after and then complained about it being shadow banned. And now she had a break, and then she did the series. Pissed everyone off again. Brought up trauma and drama unnecessarily. And then release music again. Like, do we see the pattern? Like, every time she does something now, I'm like, oh, music's coming. Great. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.